Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming on to my channel. Obviously, it's me, Syfaxx, again, once again, like two nights, or well, I guess it would be a night for depending on where you're at, in a row. And I also have another guest who's been a regular who I'm going to bring on. But before I do that, because I have, oddly enough, I have 10 people waiting, which is crazy. Let me just go ahead and give a shout out to some of the people who showed up early. We got Sergeant Garatina, who is now also a mod. What's up, brother? It's always good to see you. We got Rockefeller Plaza. He may or may not be a special guest. I don't know, like behind the scenes, whatever. There we go. And we got Name, the ever vigilant, who's either, I don't know if he's a troll or not, but he seems like a good dude in person, or like a good dude in theory. Look, hey, also Name, I'm going to continually do this whenever I see you in chat. You can come on to the channel. You don't have to show your face. You can literally have your name tag as N, and you can come on. And I mean, if you're gonna sound that and you're gonna come in here and you sound all nasally and all fucking weird, like people are gonna, don't get me wrong, they're gonna trash on you about it. But you seem to have strong opinions, and I like to see you in whatever chat you're on, dude. It's great. We got the voice protagonist, also a vigilant person who continuously, I see him all the time. What's up, voice protagonist? I'm throwing the invite to especially all the regulars, the consistent regulars. Like you are welcome on. You just need to hit me up on X at Gallows the Media, and if I have the room, I will probably bring you on. You know, especially if you're, let's say, versed at least in the topic, even though my topic is kind of more like a background theme. And yeah, hold on, let me remove that from the studio. Let's see here. We have SJ, Hell, Syfaxx, and Calypso. What's up? Yeah, Calypso is not attacking the screen. I need to put it on the basic screen so she can, attack her dragons. She likes that. She's literally just sleeping on the floor right here. I'm not gonna move the camera, but she's just right there. She's kicking it. She's good. She's good. We got Sin saying, "What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Sin? How you doing? Thank you for joining." Let's see here. Anybody else? No, that's. I think I went through all of the names. And with that being said, let me bring on my guest, who's been, I don't know, a recurring guest, and also has a good channel going. And I was just on his channel earlier. Well, his second channel, but still, we got Rockefeller Plaza. How you doing, dude?
What up? What's going on, brother? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. How you doing? How you doing tonight? Now, well, I mean, your time is like, it's literally tonight. For me, it's like late
Tonight,
afternoon, like I don't know, right after work, kind of hours.
8:45 on the East Coast. So, good evening, East Coast. How are you guys doing? Go fuck
We got,
yourself, San Francisco.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Very, very anchorman there. We got
Oh
Joseph
shit.
Lanham. It says, "Hey, what's up, Joseph? How you doing, brother? Always good to see people." Yes. So this is obviously a random stream, and but at the same time, I'm trying to do a little bit more of them before I go to the Vegas meetup, and I don't know. Obviously I'm not as good at like topics as people like DA and other people where they got like everything on the fly. I have one topic, and
And that's
I'm
the only one we need,
hoping.
man.
Well, yeah, and I thought I made it pretty clear in what I'm talking about. Yes, also
There
help
will be spoilers from here on
help
out
help
because
support a brother.
again,
Give me to Vegas. Look. I want to do a stream, and maybe this will be the stream where, look, give me money and I will bet on your numbers on roulette or something, right? And then if I win, if you give me $5, I will give you I don't know.
Percentage.
I'll give you a percentage of the winnings. You know what I
I'm a
mean?
math guy. I feel like if
And
chat gives you the money,
I'll film it. I'll film it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to do something like that, but a little more structured, because
while you're
doing it
coming
on
up
the
with a
fly.
percentage you're going to give chat if they donate to you and you actually win on their behalf, here's while you're thinking about the percentage, here's a question. If somebody buys me a lottery ticket, let's say tomorrow's my birthday, and you buy me a fucking lottery ticket and I win $1 million, do I owe you money?
I would say technically no, but like if you won, I mean, it depends on how big the lottery
Fucking
is.
$1 million.
Just $1 million. I mean, technically, like that sounds. That always is like, oh, just a million, like a cool million, whatever. That sounds weak, but at the same time,
It's
it'd be
my
like, oh,
birthday present, bro. Why
here's
are you
like,
trying to steal my birthday
here's
present? Why don't you just give it to
here,
yourself then? Why'd you give it to me?
here's. I would be like, here's 10,000. You know, I'd be like, here's 10,000. You know, 1/100th or something. You know what I mean? Like that. That would be. I would say that would be fair,
Scratch, you give
but
me a scratch. I'm like, whoa, Syfaxx, I won $1 million. Awesome. How much did I get? You ain't get shit, bro.
yeah,
I
no,
got
no, like if you bought a ticket off numbers I gave you on the fly, and I barely know you online, and you fucking won that. For one, I would assume I would never see you online ever again, because you'd be like, I'm fucking off on like on my private ass whatever island that I just bought, and then you just like like skedaddle. You know, and be like, oh my god, what happened?
Where'd he
You
go?
know,
Where'd he go?
Rockefeller just disappeared like into the void. Like, did he die? No, he died of happiness. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, so
hey,
chat,
we
you
got a
drop
couple
him,
of all the
whoever he
newcomers.
gives you
So we got
50% of the winnings. 50-50. You drop him the money to do it, tell him you want 50-50. All
we
right,
got
your
Joseph
negotiating
who
tactics
came in,
like
who I
Trump.
shout out, but we also got Negerus Stape.
Snape,
And
what up?
I'm gonna say it properly. It's Negerus. It's not
Nestor,
that.
what's going on? What's up?
There's no hard I in that, but yeah. No. Also, if you spell your name properly, I will also say it. Like, I don't give a shit. Not, who fucking cares? Like, what are you gonna do? Come
It's
fight me in
pronounced
real life? Who gives?
Nigarius.
No, there's no I. There's no I.
Nigarius.
It's
Negrus.
Negerus.
Negrus. Negrus Snape.
Motherfucker,
How
I
do you
was.
Severus?
Dude,
Negrus.
look. I was like the bodyguard, also the person who drove Willie Davis. If you don't know who Willie Davis is, he's like the first black Dodger. Like, he was the first
Okay.
black Dodger to play on the Dodgers. I drove him, and I was friends with him. I have like a bunch of signed stuff from him, like to the point where like when they reconstructed the fucking the Dodger Stadium, like they gave him his own like two personal Dodger seats in his like apartment building. And I would drive him to his promotional stuff, and I'm like, dude, I was not only friends with this guy, the first goddamn like, so for me to be like racist or something, I'm like, are you kidding me? This guy was awesome. He was fucking amazing, and he literally he changed a bunch of stuff for his race. He was not like the way that people are now. Like, he was like against so much of this stuff, like for the most part. Like I mean, before he passed away, like, I mean, none of
You
this
said
stuff
you're
was really
20 minutes
talked
from
about.
LA. How close are you to LA to the Dodger Stadium?
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes. I'm about 20
30,
minutes
30
from
minutes. 30 minutes on a good day. Yeah.
in North Carolina. I live by the Durham Bulls Stadium, so we don't got Major League Baseball, but I got great fucking farm league.
What's crazy is like, so I grew up around like
Greensboro Grasshoppers.
where I grew up, and the people I grew up around, like I technically know like a lot of let's say, I don't want to say a lot of famous people. Like, the most famous person I know is Juan Carlos Stanton. He used to literally come to my house, and like I would pitch in the backyard, and like he was on my team when we were little league and everything. And I still have memory cards saved with his files of his characters on my like SmackDown 2 character list. Like, he's still on there, and I still fucking have them. I mean, if they load up, but he's still on there. And then my friend, one of my best friends, who's basically one of my brothers, like his kids were babysat by his mother, And so like we're very connected to this guy who's become like an icon. Like he's the guy who got like hit in the face like really bad by a, like if you don't know who he is, he got hit in the face really bad by like a fucking gnarly fucking face or fastball. And then now they have those mass they have
Side
the
helmets,
baseball helmets that have the little clip
curved
or
down.
whatever. And it's
And nobody
because
these
of
things
him.
are just bad. Now they have curved.
He got clipped at like, 100 some odd miles an hour and he got fucked up. Like he got fucking wrecked.
A lot of people were against that. I used to play little. I only ever I got it was little league, but my
Dude,
fucking
he's an old
our
old
pitcher
friend of mine.
was yeah.
Old friend of
So those are good. I mean, they give you enough when you look out the side. If like again, I'm an Elden Ring player. If you have a helmet on, you can still see enough looking out the side. People are like, it obstructs my eye. You only need to see enough to see that fucking camera. Anymore, if it hits you right here, that's a bad fucking day. So I liked how they designed that
Well,
more than
yeah,
enough to see
they
it.
design it also. It's like if you're seeing it off this far to your left, that's also a bad pitch. Like
Yeah, that's all.
you don't need to see that to hit it. Like
Yeah. So I mean, I like whoever designed. I'm like, a lot of ball players are against them because I'm like, just like a hard hat on the construction site, they suck. Once you get used to them, they're fucking normal. You know what I mean? Let's get to our topic, man. Where we start? Are we recapping season one?
We're not doing that. I'm being lazy. Let me go ahead and talk about it. We got Cuckass saying controversy is the name of the game. It's literally the name of the game. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to let this go as long as possible. If it's only an hour, great. But here's the other thing I'm throwing out there to the chat. If you know how to get a hold of me on X, come in and talk about something because I literally have, excuse me, one topic, and the topic is a gaming topic. And if anybody's heard me talk, I'm not actually that big of a gamer. Okay, hold on. We got John. What's up, John?
Yes, John. What up, bro?
What's up, John? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How does it sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, good.
Sounds fine.
So, earlier we were on John, and we were like, we're getting talk back, and we don't know what it is. I think I had my phone volume on, and it was on my side.
Well, my computer's been. I think I downloaded the video broadcast, and it screwed up my computer. I'm having to undelete everything. It's just a mess. So that's why I'm like,
GG's, bro. Thanks for coming.
Oh man,
no problem.
Well, now that we have three people here, maybe I can actually bring up the topic.
Let's do it.
So the topic, and it was a joke on Last of Us season 2, and it's actually not the joke that you would think it would be, which is the I don't know, the one that's been going around for like 2 to 3 years, where it's like Abby is like a giant, like almost a Steiner person. Actually, it's not even that. Oddly enough, the joke is, here we go. Hold on, let me present it. Share screen. Let's share. Bam. How does that work out? How does that look?
That looks great.
Perfect.
That looks good. Cool. So we got Ellie here.
Perfect.
And oh my god, I want to get the picture that I really wanted, but I couldn't find it. But so we got Ellie, and she is the most plain fucking individual possible. Not a great actress. Also, not a.
You know who this character is supposed to be, right? Like in the game was portrayed after. You know who this character.
Yeah. She looks like an emoji version of that. It's just like, I'm basic white girl number 1. Where like I joke around about being basic white guy number 3 or whatever. Like she does not portray that at all. But
it was supposed to be Ellen Page. It was modeled after Ellen Page.
Yeah, and that would actually
Elliot Page.
Well, before she transitioned, Ellen Page, you got to remember how long ago this game came out, part 1. This character was modeled after a female that was, at the time, gay and was kind of on the masculine side. You know what I mean? This is so you got to know who this character. When I tell you that, when you go back, if you ever play the game, you'd be like, "Holy shit, it's a fucking."
So Negaris is right here. Like, you know, she only got the role solely based off Game of Thrones, which is true because
True.
people liked her in Game of Thrones
Connections
when she
with
was just
WB.
like this random, like she had like, I don't know, less than 10 lines in Game of Thrones, but it's like, oh, this girl boss moment, blah blah blah. Like, but at the same time, she was good in the moment of the time what they were filming. Like, it kind
Game of
of
Thrones.
roughly made sense to the storyline. That was fine. But then you throw into something like this, it's like, I'm sorry, you don't have the look, you don't have the physicality. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to the other thing. You don't have the fucking look. You literally do not have the look. Like, even Ellen Page before she, obviously
cute.
before she transitioned, was like, you look like a typical, I don't know, teenage girl who possibly looked in like an emo disparity fucking phase of her life. And now apparently that makes you become a man now, which is fucking terrible, but whatever.
She's not A-list actress, or I shouldn't say A-list, a lead actress. When she was in Game of Thrones, she was a very side actor who got very minimal screen time, not very many lines, and now they're banking on her being. She's doing a good job for her age. She just turned 21, apparently. You know, I looked her up before we came on here because I wanted to ask Uncle T, what's the rating for her? Because to make sure she was 21 at least when I said that. Just a joke with him. Hey, what you give me a Bella Ramsey rating?
Nah, I'd say with T, it's like it needs to be 25 or up or whatever. And also, I mean, if anybody's going off of T's ratings, you're already lost. Like, Jesus Christ.
What's up with all the short girls in Hollywood now? This is kind of crazy.
Hollywood. Hollywood is a short place. You know what I mean? If everybody was 6'9", it would be so weird when we're sitting here talking, John. If I'm up fucking here and you're down here.
What it is like they want short girls. So like when
those
they
girls
have,
are short.
No, what it is when they have an actor that comes out and he's all of 5'7", 5'9", he can still tower over these fucking people. So he can like put screen presence on there, so they can do those upward shots. That's why you don't see like scenes with like a Reacher. You know, that guy's actually like 6'2" and he's supposed to be 6'5" in the books or whatever. But it's like when you get a wide shot of it, it's like this motherfucker is huge. Like he's a big fucking dude. Like I'm 6 foot. Literally, I stood on the back of a fucking goddamn what's it called, a tape measure. Me and my friend both did, and we're both the same height. Like top head to head, bam. We put like a thing on top of our head to like measure it, and we're like, that shit was even as fuck. We're both 6 foot. And we normally tower over like everybody around us. So I'm only 6 foot.
What John's saying is, if you're 6 foot and you want to make you're the towering man, kiss a girl this high, she has to be to equal you, to be like this. To, you know, like we were talking earlier with picture frames, right?
Well, I mean, like, dude, when I've done that,
she has to be 5 foot fucking what 6, and most chicks, Rachel Zegler's what 4 foot fucking 8. So for that, you have to drop you down, and then you become.
I can't hear you. Is it me or you?
Is it
Chat? Me? Is it me? Or
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear everybody. I can hear you guys.
I can hear you guys. Can you hear either of us?
I think you hit a button, Syfaxx. Can you hear me?
Syfaxx.
He might have hit a button on me. He's still there.
Shit. Okay. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me reconnect my headphones.
Yes, the long time. Why he's doing that? I think he must have disconnected his headphones.
People can hear me. I can't hear anybody else. Give me a second.
It's the second time I was cooking and he cut me off. Damn it! I figured I was.
Well, no, she was a short girl.
I was just curious. I just wanted to like fix that before everything else went off the rails. Like, and
gotcha.
Positive praise.
Okay. Anyways, go ahead with what you were saying. Come on, repeat yourself. You know what you said.
I forgot where I was. What was I getting at?
Talk about short chicks.
Short chicks. Oh yeah. So basically, that's Hollywood. You know, like Rachel Zegler. You know, the lead actress. You know, like the average height in Hollywood isn't. I know every girl out there wants a man that's got a minimum 6 inches down below and 6 foot up here. And Hollywood, you got to when you get this. This thumbnail picture I'm talking about, and you have a man that needs to be a little bit taller than a woman to get a perfect shot. 6'3" doesn't work because then you have to have a 5'9" female, and not every female is 5'9". You know what I mean?
It used to be that you have to look good in wedding photos. Now it's you got to look good in selfies. You got to look good every day. Basically, you got to be the perfect height all the time. And that's why we are where we are.
I mean, like even at 6 foot, which is like I've learned to see that's the standard for a lot of women. I'm literally exactly fucking 6 foot.
Then you're like perfect.
Most women,
you're the minimum.
I'm like I just cut I just hit the minimum. I hit the bare minimum. But it's like girls that are shorter, like what they like, or at least what I've seen, is like I like to pick them up. You know, it's just like whoop.
The leading man's height in Hollywood.
It makes it seem like even if I'm not gonna lie, even if they're a little heavier than they seem, when you can do that with them, it's just like whoop, like almost like what's it called, repo, and
you're
like
a big baby,
whoop, and then, like hey, what's
the
up?
height is going up in Hollywood for men.
Like they trip the fuck out, and they're like, oh, you can do that? I'm like, yeah, I lift concrete like all day for fucking.
You said you're 6
hours,
foot, right, Syfaxx? You said you're 6 foot.
I'm 6 foot and I work fucking construction, man.
Like, that seems to be the average for men now. In the early 80s, leading men used to be like high into 4 foot. Tom Cruise's, fucking, Robert Downey Jr.'s, Robert Downey Jr. wear lifts, I don't want to out him, but that's just because it helps him get, like he wears like 4-inch lifts in most of his shit, But now Chris Hemsworth, that guy, Reacher we were talking about, they're 6 fucking foot. Reacher, I think, is actually 6'2" in real life. Nowadays, leading men are fucking able to be big, but the average used to be short like this chick, you know what I mean? So
my old legal partner used to wear lifts. It was always funny going into court with him.
It's your legal partner. Like, is that your wife, or is that actually like? I know you're an attorney.
No, well, I'm not. I'm not practicing right now, but he was he's my legal partner.
I feel like if I get in trouble,
I'm going to
hit you up. I'm going to hit you up first, even if you're not practicing now. I'd be like, hey, man, this guy would get. I don't want to say get me off because that'd be a pause from T, but.
No, but he was my partner, and he had lifts. He was like 5'6". I'm 5'11", and I'm just right behind the minimum, right below the minimum. So
great height,
even harder. No,
perfect height.
It sucks. I want to be 6 foot.
Hey, why 1 inch? What's 1 inch?
Well, I used to joke around. I used to joke around, especially after being in construction.
Yep.
I used to joke around for so long with being in construction and whatever. I'd be like, oh, I'm 5'11" and 15/16. And people would be like, what? And it's like, then me and my friend literally stood on a tape measure back to back at like a party with like a bunch of girls around, and we were like, whoop, we went up and we were like head to head. We put like a fucking thing across it, and it was like a level basically. And it was just like, oh shit, we're actually literally exactly fucking 6 foot. And then if I if I go do yoga for a couple of days, like I'm probably a little taller. Like
yeah, and then all the women are like, oh my god, I never saw you that way. I want you now because you're 6 foot. And then the guy that's 5'11", they go, oh, 100%. Oh, really?
It actually works that way. It's insane.
Except for that girl right there. She's not gonna be saying that. She's gonna be like,
well, she's like 3 foot tall.
You got the wrong you're switch hitting.
She's like an Ewok.
You want to recap season 1, or are we just gonna assume everybody knows what happened and how we left off?
Well, I watched season 1, but I only played the first game. I have not played I've not played the second game. It sounds like you played the second game. So
I played both of them. Give us
a recap of the first game and what you felt about the first season. So
first game, if y'all forget, it's supposed to be a movie about infected zombies. They don't really get into that much into the HBO show. There was a really big lack of infected zombies in the show. In the game, when you're playing that's what it is. It's a zombie game. You're like, oh shit, fuck. You gotta be quiet. We don't want to. They can hear. We don't want them to hear us. We gotta be quiet.
Mushrooms are very hard
Yeah,
of hearing.
it's like a stealth game, but
It's a
like
stealth game. They
mushrooms
didn't
are.
convey that very much but the storyline they got across. A lot of the times when you're playing the game, let's say, because it's a 40-hour, let's say it's a 40-hour game. I'm playing for 2 hours. I get a nice 30-minute cutscene. It feels like a movie. I'm in it. I am Ellie, that chick, Bella Ramsey. That's who I am. I'm playing. So I'm doing all this shit for her. I'm killing motherfucking zombies. I'm helping out my friend, and just save my girlfriend. And then eventually she's doing all this fucking crazy intense shit. And then it comes to this really heartfelt moments. And you get these awesome, not only cinematography, but great fucking music.
Yeah, you get great cinematic like elements to it.
Yeah, and you feel like you're part of it.
Hold on, do the two girls do any?
Well, that's not until season 2. I was recapping season 1 at first. So season 1 is everybody, if you get bit by these fucking things, you turn within like 12 hours. She's the only person in the world who doesn't turn. She got bit. We pick up Joel's a smuggler, who's the main character, Pedro Pascal. He's a smuggler. He's smuggling dope. He's smuggling whatever he needs because the world's wanting to shit. It's a doomsday situation. You got little HUDs of fucking cities where you're trying to avoid fucking zombies infected, So everybody's he's going from city to city.
He's the guy. He's the guy who gets shit done when people don't know how to get what they used to get.
And somebody comes to him with hey, I need you to smuggle something from one city to another. And he's like, all right, what? How much? Enter the kid. I don't fucking deal with human beings. I smuggle dope. It's funny hearing a dope runner say, I don't do human things. I don't do moral things. I only do fucking unethical things. Like, wait, you only sell dope? You don't I want to help humans? No, I want to fucking. But
smuggle me some Mimolette cheese and First Grove Bordeaux.
That's
as someone who is I don't know, very familiar with that situation. Like
that's how you
that
meet
should be
familiar
with me. And
he's doing what he needs to get by. He has a troubled life that you don't learn until you get through the season. And basically, long story short, he's got to go from one side of fucking the United States to the other side of the United States. And again, we have pockets of civilization now. It's not so, and between these pockets of civilization, a lot of infected. To where if you get bit within 12 hours, you're dead.
It's like taking Greyhound.
It's like taking Greyhound, but. So a lot of the cinematic parts in the game, they did a great job with. Without spoiling it, so if y'all haven't watched it, I'll just tell you the Hank and the Henry and fucking Hank part, great fucking part. The brother, the two brothers, the older brother, the black brothers. If you know what I'm talking about, you do. Phenomenal.
Well, that being said, I'm going to read some of this article here. On July 3rd, 2019, Neil Druckmann, I'm sure everyone loves that guy because he's just so good at storytelling. But first said those fateful words to Craig Mazin inside the Santa Monica offices of Naughty Dog, the developer behind the blockbuster 2013 video game The Last of Us, which I think most of us can agree is actually overall a very great game, and we actually really like what happened in that. As the game's writer and creative director, Druckmann was the lead architect of it, and of its astonishing story of grief and trauma amid a zombie apocalypse. That's the sentence. And then it says, Mazin, who's gripping limited series Chernobyl had just concluded on HBO, revered the game and had to come to Naughty Dog to persuade Druckmann to adapt it for television for him. Have you guys seen Chernobyl?
Yeah,
fucking phenomenal, dude. Fucking phenomenal.
It's good.
Great writing, great cinematography. If you want to see it, it's not a fucking horror film, but if you want to see some scary shit.
Yeah, it's like I just saw the movie Warfare, and I feel I don't say it's in the same vein, but it's like, here's the bad part of the thing that people are rooting for or whatever, and like it's hard to comment on. Like, I've been wanting to make a video about it because I just saw it last night, and I was still talking to you guys last night about it, and I'm like, I don't know how to make a video about it without sounding um pro this, pro that, and or whatever. At the same
Who
time,
cares?
I'm just like, no, exactly. It's like, who cares? And what it comes down to is, what it comes down to is, I don't think this story needed to be told, like the story that I saw. But Chernobyl is a precautionary tale of what we're actually doing, and it actually affects everybody. And there's a reason for like that to exist, which is it's crazy.
Yeah, Chernobyl's awesome with the service worker, how he's like, it starts. Yeah, it's great. But if you watch that, so when Chernobyl starts, it starts with a service worker waking up, going to work, walking away, and his wife's watching the plant explode. The exact same thing that happens in fucking Last of Us. The girl wakes up, dad, Joel's off. She looks out the window, the fucking thing explodes. It's basically the exact same thing like the first episode. It's of Chernobyl. Go back and watch it, be like, yeah, Rock's right. Someone blows up. Somebody's looking through a window, watching it blow up. Fucking, so and so's calling this person. You can see how he got the job, and he did a phenomenal job. That dude, Greg Mazin, fucking awesome.
I mean, as far as season one went, I would say, like, at least the cinematography was like pretty spot on, and they did keep to a lot of what's going on. I would say it comes down to the casting, which is the joke of my like the name of my stream, which is like, does more chromosomes mean like better shows? Like, and I I don't think it does. And like, obviously that's a joke, but at the same time, did anyone actually think any different about this character or this actor or this actress? When you saw them, like, you thought like, oh, you got cast because you might be slightly retarded. Like, come on, let's be honest.
Well, they got to fill out a quota. They got to be diverse, inclusive. It's all quotas.
I mean,
And back to the union thing I was talking
it.
about. Remember how I was talking about earlier? Union Disney had to pick from certain writers. WB, Warner Brothers, HBO Max works with certain actors. If you go back and watch True Blood, a lot of these actors, the black lady that's fucking Tommy's wife, that's not a black chick in the game. She's a white chick. But when you go look at the cast, now you have a whatever fucking descent Tommy is, which is supposed to be a white dude. Now he's been replaced. His girlfriend, who's supposed to be a white chick, she's been replaced. That takes care of two of them right there. Pedro Pascal is supposed to be a white dude. Well, now he's Pedro Pascal, and the white person is left to be Ellie, who is white.
He's white. He's white presenting Latino.
It's a white person who is retarded. Like, I'm sorry, she looks like she has like all
Negative Snape. Highlight Negative Snape's comment real quick for me. Let's get into season 2 and highlight Negative Snape's comment, because
people hated the gay episode. I thought it was great for what it was.
It was a great fucking episode. This guy, great,
look, I actually have a I don't want to say a counter thing to this, but at the same time, so sure, the gay episode is a good episode for gay representation, but like, if you watch the Righteous Gemstones, like the episode 1 of season 4 has nothing to do with the Righteous Gemstones, and that's probably the best episode of Righteous Gemstones of season 4. But it has nothing to do with anything else. It's a great episode. It just doesn't belong where it belongs so far.
It's like every episode of Daredevil Born Again, or every other episode.
Yeah, but no, what Negative Snape is saying, if you watch the episode and you just get past the gay shit, I don't care if it's funny. We always make jokes about that in this. If you just put in your mind as two chicks and watch it, when it's a great fucking episode. When it comes to the movie, the remake of like how they tell Bill's fucking parts, which you only get a couple little bit of. It's a great fucking episode. I told my sister-in-law, I said, it's probably one of the best episodes of TV I saw at the time, which was like 2 years ago. She was like, let me because she's really into stuff too.
I've a better question for you guys, like you, also Rockefeller, and also Negarus in chat. If that episode didn't exist, would the rest of the series continue on just fine?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think
then why the fuck is it there? Why the fuck
John,
is
I
it there?
think that's you. I
Because
think
of the
that's
game.
John.
It's in the game.
Yeah, because John just said it's in the game, because what you don't realize is Bill is an integral part. Bill is somebody.
There's a small part in the game, and they
You're going from
expanded on it
across.
unnecessarily.
You're going
Well, yeah,
from
but it's in the game.
east
That's
to
why it's in
west.
the show.
You're going
basically.
from East Coast to West Coast. He's somebody in between that was a friend that he could actually, because you're not going from East to West Coast on feet in a day, not even in a fucking week. It's going to take a time. So you need to know somebody you can trust, who you can stay at their house for minimum.
Negarus says
feel comfortable.
Rockefeller preach. That's
You know
what's
what I
up.
mean?
That's
So-
what I know. I've literally only played the first game. I have not played the second game.
He's a
and I know
fucking
this
great
guy's a
fucking
gamer.
character.
So
So in the game, he gives you.
there you go.
He's a survivalist. You get food, you get ammunition, you get fucking everything, and he's like, "Look, I don't want a thank you for this. I just want you to get the fuck out of here." It's like,
And no more hemorrhoids.
yeah, and no more hemorrhoids. I don't want you can stop by anytime you need help. Not a problem. What do you need? Ammunition? What do you need? Syfaxx? You need a gun? You need some food? Here you go. Get the fuck out of here.
It
That's how I
sounds like
survive forever.
their
He's a
their
crazy,
retreat
complex
stopped
character.
the AIDS epidemic on their own. But okay, like
Yeah,
No, but
and the dude played it. The actor was really good. The dude's normally a comedian. He played it fucking awesome, man.
no, it's in the game. It had to be in the show, basically, because it's a
look.
basic subject. Absolutely.
I can absolutely give it this. It's a good episode on its own. I don't know if it needed to be in the show that it was there. Does it need to be there? Was it integral to what's going on, or was it just a throwaway? Hey, I happen to be a gay director, and I want to.
A lot of people don't catch it in the game. A lot of people don't catch that Bill is gay. When you
no, it's very obvious he's gay. It's very obvious.
Okay.
In the show, it's more
I thought it was very obvious. I only
spoilers,
played the
they
first
both
one,
die,
and
right?
I knew that.
In the game, when you meet Bill, you're resupplying. And he's like, fuck, you know, what else you need? I need a battery. I need to get a fucking car so I can drive because we can't walk anymore. The girl, we need to drive. He's like, all right, I know where a battery is. Go get a battery. But I don't, you know, so basically he goes to his friend's house, get a battery, and he finds him. He unalived himself. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, you know this fucking guy? He's like, yeah, he was my partner. He's like, he's kind of pissed off he fucking did it. But he's like, you know, like, but he still helps fucking Joel to show you what he's about, the shit he's been through. You know, it's complex, you know. So
Captain
it needs to be
Keith,
shown.
I don't know what you mean by this. Syfaxx is uncomfortable when I come.
Yeah, they're all gay.
Chisel features.
Man,
Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, I'm like I said, I've constantly said this. I'm basic white guy number 3 in every video game. Like a random beard and like a bad haircut. Like, come on. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
that's what the game's about.
It's
It's a zombie infection taking over the world. The game is supposed to show what's left of humanity, how to be human, how to care about fucking people, how to you know lend a hand, even if you're a isolationist who doesn't give a fuck about anybody else but themselves. And he's not gay. He found a way to be gay and help everybody that fucking came across his path. It's about humanity. You know what I mean? They can fucking act in the gay job.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that, but I think they focused on too much of the gay aspect of it in
episode 3. Definitely did.
Yeah, like it was just like it was like a glorification of being like, oh, we're gay in a bad society, blah blah blah, and we still get overrun by bad things, and like I was like, dude, I don't mind gay characters in whatever media is out there. That doesn't bother me. I literally do not care.
Hey, did
But
the first
you went out of your way to make a whole episode about it, and that is almost that almost bothers me. Like it's like I'm gonna go back to talking about warfare, where it's like warfare
Yeah.
was like it was talking about a thing that happened is like somebody who had a bad experience during a certain mission, and the mission goes wrong, and then whatever happens.
The game's got a huge queer following. So out of 8 episodes, 1 episode being completely
No,
queer isn't
dude.
bad.
I mean, it makes sense for like what the fuck is going on technically in the world, but does it need to be there? I don't think it needs to be there.
For just like, well, yeah, it does, because for the gamers, when I went to
Why?
Minecraft,
What?
because
No,
watch,
no, no.
when I went to Minecraft
Why?
movie this weekend, I'm in a Minecraft movie, and I had to take my fucking nephews and sit to this shitty ass movie. And I say, you know what? Me being old and I played this game for 20 years, the only thing I want to see, my burnout ass, is I want to see a villager come out and go,
What are you complaining about? I saw battle.
and if I get what I want, that's what I want. And there's somebody out there like me on the other side saying, I want to see this. And if they get what they want because they're a true fucking fan as part of the game, that's why it needs to be there. That's why. Because somebody wants
for an hour, for 55 fucking minutes, or however long the episode is. You need an
not
hour
that
of
long.
that?
No, it needs to be there, but not for that long. No, not that long.
You need a full episode dedicated to that bullshit. I think that's bullshit. Like, I
no,
think
not that long at all.
What was that movie that came out? The gay rom com. I actually saw it.
It's for the kids.
It was what was the name of that show? That movie. I can't even think of it. It was terrible. It was just terrible.
I lost like 4 to 5 people when I was talking about all the gay stuff and how I'm not exactly.
They'll be back. There's like, oh, I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
People, by all means, hit the like button, share it out here, share it out there, and
subscribe to my boy Syfaxx. Hit the subscribe button now.
Yeah. If you want to subscribe, even better. That's great.
Syfaxx, did the first episode of season 2, The Last of Us, come out?
No, it's coming out this weekend.
Oh, okay.
First
so
episode
it comes out. Can I spoil it?
Is it this weekend?
Not this weekend. Next weekend. No.
Can I spoil it? Come on, can I spoil it?
No.
You saw it?
Well, I played the game.
Oh, so yeah.
Does the game happen in the first episode?
It's going to go just like,
yeah,
it's going to go just like season 1, probably shot for shot, and probably start the same way season 2 does.
Yeah, episode 1 is going to probably start with Joel dying.
The game starts just like any game, a tutorial, and the tutorial is teaching you how to do all this, and he's talking to his brother like, I don't know what happened. I just, lost control. And he's telling you a recap of the ending of part 1. So you'll probably get a recap, or and there'll probably be some spoilers for what's first episode will probably be the best episode.
All right, what you guys are talking about, let's go on with the rest of this article. As it turned out, Druckmann didn't need any convincing about doing a show. Within a week, they were pitching the first season of The Last of Us to HBO. Their easy rapport is apparent even as Mason and Druckmann sit in on Naughty Dog's austere conference rooms. Okay. Part of what Mazen affectionately calls this concrete palace to discuss the show's second season ahead of their SXSW
South by Southwest.
Is that what that is? South by Southwest panel with a cast. Season 2 premieres at April 13th. Okay, so that's in 2 days. Mazen brags that he got to play part 2 himself as they wrote season 1. It was awesome. Of course you would say that. Like, why not? Why not just be super enthusiastic about the thing that you're probably getting paid an unnecessary amount of money for? One of countless examples of the bond they cultivated in those early months. Okay.
So he go back up. He said he got to play the second game while he was producing season 1. Mason brags that he got to play part 2 himself as they wrote season 1. It was awesome. Didn't he fucking specifically tell the cast, don't play the game because I don't want you to try to duplicate which would have been a better fucking choice. So they had an idea where they're going emotionally. So he went out and played it, but told them not to fucking do it himself.
That seems to be the thing in Hollywood is like, hey, don't look up the old stuff. We're gonna do our own thing, because if
Bad
you read
idea.
the old thing, you'll have an idea of what the character actually is supposed to be, and
Yeah,
like they continue with that even in a random video game franchise that is like search. It's two video games that people are very beholden to, and they're just, I don't know, very on top of it or whatever. And so literally like people are holding on to every word they say. But I I I, I actually don't know how to feel about it because I never played the second game because how much terribleness I've heard about it. Like it
so
doesn't
great.
sound that good.
It's so great. And Name asked me in the chat earlier what I thought about the game. It's fucking like give me a score. And I was trying to think. I'm like, the gameplay is fucking phenomenal for a shooter, for a first person shooter, for a live brutal. Anybody that's
All right.
if
So
you want to play it,
Rockefeller, thanks for coming
brutal.
on. This will be the last time you're here. No, I'm kidding.
Fucking brutal. I mean, there's not too many other. I play Call of Duty religiously. When I shoot somebody, I see a little red spot. They die. They respawn. And The Last of Us, I was saying, I can blow fucking this part of their skull completely off, and I can see the inside of their head. So I have this part leaking. You can walk up to them, and I can pull out and fucking scope in and do it again and blow their completely head off and just see their neck squirting
Okay,
up. It's brutal.
what do you think about the overall storyline though? Like, is the
Great.
storyline worth?
It's gay. Let's get it past. It's gay, but yeah, it's great. I think it's fucking great.
So it's gay but great.
Yeah. It could have been better. It was too much gayness.
Is it worth it?
But what, buying it now? If you buy it now, it's probably less than $40. If you get it less than $40, yes, it's worth it. If you want to buy a fucking awesome game for even a PS4, it might sound like it's a jet engine about to take off. But yes, if you get it for less than $40, even if you can fucking buy the $15.
No, you got to do this the proper salute off to the side and make sure everyone sees it so I can clip it. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I think it's slow because it's a movie. It's like a cinematography. You know, if it's great for new gamers. It's good for new gamers that want like a shoot 'em upper because you're gonna take a lot of time just watching a movie in between. Then you'd be like, am I playing? Oh shit, that's me. I'm playing. Let me pick up the fucking controller. Because it's like 20, 30-minute fucking cutscenes sometimes. Sometimes you'd be like, all right, let me hit X. Let me skip this fucking cutscene. Another one. Let me skip this fucking cutscene. Another fucking cutscene. Let me skip this fucking thing. And they're each like 6 minutes long.
we got this going on for Rockefeller for like so Rockefeller, like Rockefeller is ready for like whatever Neil Druckmann, whatever.
It looks like the tweakers are like ramming in the house.
I possibly made this beforehand, but yeah. There you go.
That's not me. That's Photoshop. That's not me. It's AI.
Yeah, he disavows this other than I shot it from my iPhone, which was even worse because I had to experience the rest of it. It was fucking brutal. But
yeah, but I think it's a great game, man. There's some impactful parts to where it might not happen. So there's a very impactful scene in the game that I don't think is going to happen until the end of the season. I think they're breaking this game because if you play the games, part 2 is at least twice as big as part 1 in time wise.
Okay, so I mean, like, look, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't play part 2. I really liked part 1. I never played part 2, and all I've heard about part 2 is about like a certain scene or whatever. Do you think they're actually going to do exactly?
Like, if they don't do that scene,
do you think they're going to do that scene?
I think they have
your expectations.
What they're coming.
I think they have. Yeah, I think they have to because it's season 2 and the game is part 2. But I think they're going to wait until the last episode, which will.
No, I think what they do is they kill the girl, whatever short girl chick name, and they kill her and keep Pedro on the show.
Well, look, Pedro.
I don't
it'll
think they'll
be
do it with Pedro.
so.
They got to get rid of him because he's so like he's in
He's
so
starting to
many
get
other things.
expensive, and he's starting to get it more
Yeah.
expensive every time.
Yeah.
Every season more, he gets more and more.
Well,
So
Hobbit Girl,
He's literally
so
easier to kill off
so the
because of
first
that fact.
season, he was the main actor. She was the second actor. This season, she will be the main actress, and he will be like they'll both be main characters. I think it'll be 2 seasons this next game. So season 3, which will still be game 2, he will if he shows up, it'll be because of flashbacks. Sorry with the spoiling it. It'll be from images of previous games and stuff. He will probably come back, or they'll just show like previous footage to remind you of like certain events that happened to make more than that. But I think this is his last season, Pedro Pascal, and he won't be a main actor in season 3, but it'll be the second half of the game.
I love Highlander, so I love flashbacks. So
Highlander, I love Highlander.
Bring on the flashbacks. I don't care. Like
yeah, and that's the way you can continue to have him in the show, sell it and sell him as part of it, but really you're not going to have to pay him the money we were just talking about, because he's just going to be a guest spot, re-showing episodes of shit we've already filmed for previous seasons.
So I'm gonna go with my original topic. Do you think that like more chromosomes actually promote movies better? Like,
no.
Like, it's a terrible topic, but at the same time, you've seen Ellie, right? Like she looks let's just say she looks like she has
like
a little
hobbit.
extra.
I don't always use flashbangs, but when I do,
look. As I would say, people who maybe have a little bit to I don't know, hope for in the gene pool. She lucked out. By I don't want to say lucked out. I want to say she got the short end of whatever the fucking lucky stick was. It's not profitable for her. Yeah. She got beat down like hard, and it's like that's
she was unconscious after the beating.
And
come on.
Nowadays, you like so you don't say hero or you don't say hero. You say heroine, which is oddly enough probably what was conceived by her, but. What do you guys think about her as like a actual actress?
Didn't she kill the Night King in Game of Thrones?
No. That was oh my god, that was one of the Stark sisters.
Oh, what role did she play in Game of Thrones then?
She was like
I thought that's who we're talking about. That tells you how much.
No. It's the same. You're thinking of the same person, but you're just thinking of the wrong role. But she was in Game of Thrones, and she was like a. Wait, hold on. And with the North, more chromosomes. What do you mean, retarded? Yes, that's what I mean. Like that's exactly what I'm alluding to. Like, are we glorifying retardation? Like, I'm sorry that she looks like inept as fuck. Like she does. If you saw that person come up and it's like, I'm the new John Wick, or like I'm female John Wick or some shit, and you saw her show up to your shit, you'd be like, oh, I'm about to die. Like, no, that's what's gonna happen. Like,
she looks like she's on the spectrum. I was on Latino Slant on the chat earlier today, and Cameron Pasha, I made a comment about everyone that looking like they're autistic, and Cameron Pasha's like, yeah, everyone in Hollywood is autistic, and I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, I believe you. They look autistic.
I would actually say like Cameron Pasha might be autistic.
Yeah, like, he might be autistic too.
He's I've heard plenty of things from that guy. I've not like I know Paulie in person. Like I've literally took a jiu-jitsu class with fucking Paulie, and he's fucking awesome. He's fucking cool. But some of the people that he talks to, like I don't want to say they're questionable, but at the same time, I'm like, they're not the kind of people that I would hang out with on my like free time.
Well, it's obvious like Sparrow's an invention of his mind. It's so obvious. It's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah. It's
Sorry, Cameron.
Yeah, damn it, Cameron.
So who
No,
are these
no,
other actors in this fucking season? Anybody heard of them? Who's the chick that's going to be the Abby, the antagonist for the season? Caitlin Dever. Has anybody seen her in anything?
I haven't heard of that at all. So if you
Kate,
guys have a link for that, go ahead and post it up because all I
she's the
have
one.
on the stage, all I have is the stage of this, and it looks like you're just gobbling down every fucking information here.
That's AI. That's not me.
I'll remove it. I'll remove it. I'll remove it.
I was trying to feed it some fuel. So
Oh,
Wait.
in
Hold
the
on.
first
Hold
one,
on.
it was
We
about
got
like
Quentin. What's up,
Quentin, what
Quentin?
up? What's going
Sorry,
on?
you got blended in with everybody else. Quentin, what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
How you doing? What's going on in your life, dude?
I just got up from my power nap, and I'm like, oh, Syfaxx is on.
Yes. I'm trying to now about. I'm about an hour in. I'm gonna go for at least. I don't know. I'm hoping for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We'll see. We'll
I
see.
see.
We'll see how the conversation goes. I literally have one topic. If I can stretch out one topic to 2 hours, it'll be impressive on my end. Yeah.
I saw you finally learned how to give out some wrenches.
I did. Do you want one?
Wrenched up. You know
Sure.
he does. Throw him a wrench, bro.
So,
He's collecting wrenches like they're going out of style.
put some in chat because Rockefeller told me how to do it, and I have to basically do it within my phone because my computer doesn't work, which is the opposite of how this should work. Just say hi in chat, and I'll throw you a wrench, man. Hopefully, it just knocks out your two front teeth. It'll be great.
I'm gonna try to share this picture of this chick for the stream so we can talk about what I'm talking about. If I can actually figure out how to do it again.
I was trying to find her. I couldn't find her.
If I know how to share it to my sometimes.
What's up to my homie Nicholas Snake?
But disconnected. Neggers, what up?
Hey, Rockefeller, I got
What
a
up?
question for you.
Absolutely.
Can I get a Florence Pugh rating?
Florence Pugh. There we go. She's in. I don't
Hey,
think.
Quentin, throw another message out there. Let me know if that worked.
I don't think she's cute, man. I don't want to, be bad because I'm not saying she's not like she's, like I'm gonna say she's mid. When it comes to mid, literally 5.
Hey, another message out there by Quentin Edwards as a moderator. Apparently, it works. So, Rockefeller, thank you for the recommendation on how to make moderators. I'm about to abuse the shit out of that. So that'll be fun. I'm about to have like a moderator off. It'll be great. Like last one standing.
So now we can start posting Syfaxx Cash App links.
Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, by all means.
That's exactly right.
If you got the link for it, because I literally have it and I don't know how to post it properly, and I'm terrible at all of this stuff. So thank you.
There's a chicken. I finally found the chicken head I was looking for. If you want to share that on my thing, that's the chick I'm talking about, Caitlin Dever.
Hey, yo, pause, bro.
The first
on my thing. Yo, bro.
Pause. The first season, it was
this shit came up on my first Google search as soon as I put Caitlin chicken, and it was like, what?
I put K-A-I-T to put Caitlin Dever, so I guess a lot of people are searching her ass, or they're listening. My phone.
Hey, what's up with Rockefeller and the glory hole?
Huh?
Oh, we don't worry about
what
that.
Huh?
That's his side hustle. I just happen to get a picture of it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, this girl. Okay, so I'm watching the video of this girl that plays Abby, and she looks like a dude. Basically, a dude.
But Abby has a little bit more of a. I hit 285 the other day.
This one?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, she looks like a
but
dude.
in the game, again, it's your zombie survival fucking is.
You know what it is? Like
she goes, I hit 285 the other day.
She simply looks like she hasn't lost her baby fat. Like if I'm being like nice, like she hasn't lost the baby fat in her face. Like if I were to show you a picture of me when I was 15, I was like, I look very round faced and everything. Whatever. It's like there's no
Here's my
there's no fucking contour to any of that.
you're
But
saying she's
you're
baby
in fucking
face.
Hollywood.
Critics of the game are like, she's supposed to have fucking huge biceps and push 285 pounds when she's in the game. No, actually, she's supposed to be bigger than Ellie. She's supposed to be intimidating to Ellie. She's fucking equivalent to or bigger than Bella Ramsey, and that's all it needs to fucking do. As long as she can beat Bella Ramsey up, that's really all that girl has to do. She's intimidating by her skills, like her military skills. So she doesn't have to be fucking on steroids and I fucking love them at least 3 shots a day.
You could have put Peter Dinklage in, and it's intimidating to Bella Ramsey.
Look, so I don't have much to say about the second game because I literally have not played it. But off the memes and everything that everyone has talked about it, I feel like I have a probably a bad opinion about it, which is she's coming in there like Hulk Hogan, like, let's get in there, brother, let's fucking do it, like some bullshit. Like
she's coming back with
like, let's snap into a Slim Jim, and she gets in there like, I mean,
I don't want to spoil, but like you were talking on yours the other day about revenge, a good revenge villain. That's what she is. She's a revenge villain. Without spoiling it for anybody, she's like, getting revenge. She's a revenge villain. She's a revenge
for Ellie.
Is it worth it? Do you think it's satisfying?
Yes. Yes. When it happens in the game, what's cool about the game? So what's cool about the game is, right? You're built up part 1. You're Ellie. You like having this father figure. It's awesome. And then part 2 happens, right? And you're playing part 2, and it's probably twice as long. So it's split into 2 parts. Well, you're the Ellie girl, and then something traumatic, crazy happens. The second you get all this fucking over the top traumatic, I can't deal with this trauma. All of a sudden, snap! You become a completely different character and play as a different character, so you have time to process it, but from a different perspective.
You play Abby.
Okay, what about that different perspective though? Because I know it actually.
I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil.
I know it happens, but no. Like, I guarantee nobody in chat cares, and if they
so
do,
what do you know from the spoiler? Then? So what is your spoiler idea of a spoiler? I'll tell you.
So what it seems like is, I don't know, the whole first story, the whole first like the. Why am I echoing?
Quentin, was that you?
Yeah, he turned it off.
Okay. So the whole first story is like this guy goes out of his way to basically be a surrogate dad to like a surrogate daughter or whatever. And then he does his thing, and the way that he does things is not great towards, let's say, Abby's character, right? And then she gets introduced out of kind of nowhere and then just comes in and basically brutalizes him, which is a character we all grew and loved while we're watching that.
She doesn't come out of nowhere. With that? She doesn't come out of nowhere.
Does she not come out of nowhere, or is she just brought in by expedition dump?
I see somebody in the chat saying Abby was completely made up. I think it's Negris for the second game. She doesn't come out of nowhere, but Negris is right. She was completely made up for a second game. But she doesn't come out of nowhere.
Then what are you talking about? She came out of nowhere then.
I think when he wrote the first game, he wasn't thinking.
He had no idea with that. And then with all the shit going on in the world.
It makes, I can't spoil it. It makes sense. She's a key player. And again, it's revenge. Something happened in part 1.
Is that revenge, or is that like, hey, we want to make revenge against a character we all love?
We didn't know she was there.
Just for the sake of being like a revenge kill.
In part 1, she's an innocent bystander.
Well, she
just don't notice her.
Joel kills her dad. I mean, that's not really. Am I spoiling something?
Yes, you don't know that in part 1. Unless people know
you don't know that because it doesn't actually allude to that till fucking the second game, which I will
going to go back
and say everyone not fucking play. But
part 2
is that enough? Is that enough for you to be like, oh, this character actually means a shit? Like, did you actually enjoy playing fucking Abby? going on like a revenge kill. Like
when I
he was already on his mission, saving like literally not humanity, but he chose his like surrogate daughter over humanity. And then what? Because this chick like possibly had her dad killed. It's like
It's how it's presented, though. The first time you meet her,
it's
she's a
fucking
villain.
weak.
She's
It's
big,
fucking weak.
she's
It's fucking
intimidating,
weak.
she's brutal, and then, like
Why?
I said,
Why
once it
is she
happens,
big,
well, look,
intimidating?
because
Why?
they're setting up a villain, and then once it happens, and I said you get that switch, she becomes like 4 years later, and she hasn't put on weight yet because her dad's still alive. She's just a normal little kid hanging out with her dad, who's a doctor, who's a brain surgeon, who's trying to figure out how to cure the infection that has taken over the world. He's like I was saying earlier, this is about humanity. He's trying to save humanity. He sees the good in people, and he wants humanity to continue, and something awful happens to him. And
you're not selling me on this character, man. Like you're just simply not. Like it's crazy.
I fucking love it. Again, I love the part how you're one.
Yo, hold on, man. Hold on.
This is actually a perfect
But-
example of what I want my channel to be about. Is like we can have opposite opinions about things. Like, to be fair, like I said, I have not played the second game or whatever, but I feel most people are probably going to be against you because nobody wanted Joel to die. Like he did.
Nobody wanted Joel
thing.
to die. I didn't say I wanted Joel to die. I'm just saying.
Well, but
it's
you're siding with the person who killed him.
I'm just saying it's perspective. When you're playing as this character, you start out, you're pissed off at this villain, and your tension builds to the point to where they just do something horrible, and then the game presents you this heel turn to where all of a sudden you become the girl, and it 3 years later, and it shows you how she became pissed off. To where the next time you see Ellie, you relate to her and understand what happened to her. So now you're equally as pissed off.
The thing that's like confusing me is that it took him 3 years to get that pissed off. I would have thought like 3 days, but okay. Like, a random girl gets pissed off for no reason and then wants to club you in the face. I mean, come on, that's just society now, right? Like, come on.
But the game, that part, so the game is about brutal kills and shit. That's why that's in there, because that part is vicious. I don't think HBO, even being a streaming service, is going to go half as vicious as the game is on that part. And if you've seen the part, I mean, when she's done, there's brain fragments, fluid leaking off of the thing, and I got it on PS5, the remastered version, and if you guys want me to send you some screenshots next week, I'll bring them on. You'll be like, oh my god,
overall you stand by the Last of Us season 2, like you'll stand by
if they break it up into two seasons.
Handle it. Like if you like it, I'm
the show or are you talking about the game? I love the game. The show, if they break it up into 2 seasons and do it like I said, the first season to where it builds up to where bang happens, Joe, motherfucker, and she turns around, it stops right there. And then season 2, you'd be like, what the fuck? You're pissed off this chick Abby. And then season 3 starts where I'm just a little girl and my dad's still alive. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Isn't Last of Us? Because they're going to try to draw you in and relate to her. Yeah, I think it'll be done right. And this guy, Greg Mason.
Okay. With that mindset going on, what do you feel about the way that they dispatched Joel?
I love it.
I can't wait to watch.
Do you actually like the way that they dispatched Joel, or is it
in the game?
Something definitely in the game. I'm talking to Plaza here, but I thought if you played it too, then
you don't get to
bullish.
That's what they say in the game. There's so many. Now that I said that, that's the quote. Because he's like,
that's what I'm trying to bring you back to. I'm trying to bring you back to like reality where everybody else is actually
bam and beats the shit out. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be, if you're into brutal, it's supposed to be an R-rated fucking.
It's
show.
quite gruesome.
It's quite gruesome, and as long as from that look I sent you, that picture right there, if you look at her, what I just said, foolish old man. You don't get the right. If she can portray that fucking hatred that Abby's got and actually convey it and fucking
that portrays hatred. Like, I mean,
if she can,
I can see hitting that with a golf club, but okay.
Not her hitting somebody.
He's on the golf team for sure.
That's what you sent me.
Pumping 285. She can just a golf club will do the work itself. She just has to show the anger and the
shit.
Plaza.
Oh my God, Plaza.
All right, let me take off. Okay, so he hits him with the golf.
That's not what I did. Plaza, come back. Plaza, come back. Jesus.
Where? Don't tell him I'm around.
Hold on, come back.
Plaza got golf clubs.
Dude, so when
if you were gonna kick someone's ass with a golf club,
here we go.
And I think she would definitely be able to.
When somebody like says something, like I remove the thing that they sent and I'm just like I connect, or like I remove that thing from the studio. It connects you to whatever the fuck you put on there, and I'm like, oh, let me remove that. And
he's in the chat.
I've randomly kicked people because of that.
T,
that's not what I'm doing. I'm not kicking you out of your fucking point.
We need a rating. I want a rating for Bella Ramsey. T.
Hey,
hold on. We got T in the chat. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Wait, where's he at? Where's he at? How far up is he?
He's at the very bottom. He's just got in.
I want a rating for Bella Ramsey.
Hey T, you want to come on?
Come on in, T. Come hang out with us.
Hey,
T, you want to shoot the shit, man? I'll shoot.
Hey, man. I just want to address a couple things. One, Snape was trying to talk about how it was a bait and switch because people thought they were going to play as Joel, but they wound up playing as the girl. And then the other thing, what's this about y'all praising the gay episode? What's up with y'all Pride Month?
I'll do both those. One, I didn't play, so I wasn't like anticipating it to come out. So
look.
I was praising the gay episode. Yes, I said it's a great fucking episode.
There's episodes and there's like movies and whatever that I can go out of my way to be like, what they were aiming for. I can appreciate what the fuck they were going for. It's just what they sold the TV show and or movie on. Is wrong. Like they sold it as one thing, and then all of a sudden they have this bullshit episode in there. I think that's where they went wrong with it. Like, because like that episode did not need to be there. It's bullshit. Like, and it's like it. I know some of you guys are like, oh, it's explaining a character who we know who's gay. Blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. You don't need fucking like the most in-depth, like best shot episode over the gay character. You don't need that. You do not fucking need that. You do not fucking need that. God damn it.
We didn't need 45 minutes of it. I mean, it could have been like half of an episode, you know.
It could have been like a 15-minute little like thing. It's just like, oh yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Here's my husband. Blah blah blah.
It's Hollywood,
he
baby.
Died. Blah whatever. Like, yeah, no. But when you do a 45-minute like a diatribe on it, it's like, fuck you, man. Like, we don't need that. You don't fucking need that. Stop it with that shit. And it's not even that it's gay. It's just it doesn't need to be in the story that's being told.
Yeah, it didn't. It could have been broken up in like 3 parts over like 2 different. It didn't.
No.
I hope they learned from that episode. I'm hoping they instead of having one long gay episode, that could have been instead of 40. I think it was a short episode, like 45 minutes. It could have been 3 50-minute parts spread over episode 2, 3, 4. Same with like, you know, like episode 2. I hope they break it into 2 parts instead of just one.
Why do we need it? That's my question.
Why do we need it? Because well, I was telling him earlier, it's a gay. It's the audience. It's the gay. It's the audience. It's fucking queer. There's a lot of queer.
I sent you the link, dude. If you want to jump on, man, go for it.
I mean, everybody in the damn fucking in the movie is fucking. I mean, in the studio or the actors are queer as shit. You know, whether we want to be queer or like, you know, it is what it is. So they want to make sure they go to their audience.
They're throwing like it's like the writers are throwing in their own fancies for no fucking reason, and the problem about it is it's too fucking obvious. It's like, this is what I would like to happen. And they just fucking skittle about, and all of a sudden, like, they just like,
Is
I
queer a
don't know,
slur?
they just
Queer is a
fucking, I
question.
don't know, tap dance into faggotry left and right, whatever. Like, and all of a sudden they turn into princesses while they're dudes. It's fucking stupid. You need to stop that shit. You need to stop that shit immediately. Get out of here.
That's Hollywood, bro.
They could have told a story of zombies and an apocalypse without having to show that.
Yes. So episode 1 is terrific with the girl. You know what? Episode 1 is a perfect representation of DEI inclusion. Fine. Turn the little girl fucking that's supposed to be white black. I don't care. She's a phenomenal actress. When she walks in there, goes, "Grandma, whatever, Miss So and So." She's like, dude, that fucking girl. She's like a famous.
We got a good comment here from Negress Stape. Hate all you want. At the end of the day, it's their game and their show, whether we like it or not. That is roughly true, but also the other thing that we have that they don't, or whether they're willing to accept it or not, is criticism. We get to criticize whatever the fuck we want, and our criticism probably outweighs their, I don't know, I can do this or I can't do this. We can criticize the shit out of it to where it tanks the shit out of it. And I'm not saying go out there to the way to put ones on all this shit. Oh, I'm not advocating any of that. What I am saying is look at what you're getting, and then really think about what you're getting, and then actually really accept what you're getting. Is this what you want out of, like, I don't know, $100 million
we all want
movies, $200 million movies? This is not what you fucking want.
What we want is like good dialogue. We've been talking about good writing, dialogue. This has phenomenal fucking dialogue. And not only that, memorable, compressed, not like a 13-minute fucking where you get 30 to 60 second little.
It's memorable. It's
fucking memorable, quotable. It's cool. The writing in this, the dialogue is phenomenal.
On the fly right now. Don't type on your computer right now. Tell me some dialogue from that episode right now. Tell me something that's quotable.
What episode?
The episode you're talking about.
I'm saying from the game, from the entire Last of Us 2, everything, every fucking clip I post on there.
Okay, well, what's quotable from the episode? What is one line that's quotable?
I just said it.
Let me know.
Foolish old man, you don't get to rush this.
That's it.
Effective. Bang! It doesn't take 13 minutes of dialogue like, "Hey, my name is so-and-so, and I want to beat you up for what you did to my dad. And I'm going to take this golf club and hit you beside your head."
I want to hear something that everybody else can quote on the fly, and when they hear it, they'll be like, "I remember that."
Go ahead, Gwen.
No, I'm
I thought you were saying you thought me like? I mean, I haven't played the game. I've been playing Elden Ring for way too long. You know what I mean? But
then why the fuck are you defending it so hard? It's crazy.
What I'm saying about is writing. The writing we're talking about, and dialogue, and having shit writing nowadays. Whoever made this game, if you go back and play it, just like in Elden Ring, they have with less than 60 seconds. You can't have long dialogue. 3 sentences, very impactful, delivered properly.
Hey, but
to the point.
The real question.
Fair enough. What is one of them?
I don't have my notes here, and I've been drinking. Why are you gonna do me that, foolish old man? You don't get to rush me. All right.
I'm not rushing you. You're the one bringing it up. I'm simply questioning what you're bringing up. Like
there's one. What's this, Joel?
The real question, guys, is T gonna have a guest on when he comes on? Is there going to be someone at the house?
I hope so.
I sent T T. I saw you in the chat. I sent you.
He says he's coming. You'll be there
on your ex. Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
shit. I guess I'm going to keep going. I mean, I might have to refill my drink. Can you guys hold down the fort?
We got this, man. Now you make me want to think. Well, I don't know. Quotes.
Look,
I know a bunch of TO2 quotes, man.
Look. As much as I'm like trying to throw shade on other people, it's just my nature, and that's all I do.
So one of my first.
That's my defense here as being a shitty host, as being I'm shitty towards all my guests as well. It's amazing. It's a great tactic, and I'm sure that it'll it'll play off in the long run. Wait, did I say that wrong? Like, anyways, guys, I need like 2 minutes and continue on, and then maybe when I'm back, T will be on here as well. It should be interesting. And then I'll come back with all the shit talking and possibly more drink.
John Quentin,
more drink.
Hey, you ever see what's that other zombie show? What's that called? The other zombie show.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I was watching like I just happened to put it on because I've been to Europe. I lived in Europe for a little while. And so they had an episode where he goes to France. I don't know how he gets on a fucking boat. This one guy, he gets on a boat all the way from America to France. He gets off the boat, and it's like he goes to Saint Michel there in Brittany, and it's just like, it was kind of crazy to me that like he got on a boat and went all the way across the world just for no reason, just kill some zombies
during a zombie infection. Hey man, they need help on the other side of the pond too. They need some of that American help.
Can we get some Rockefeller Plaza breaking down Titans NFL draft?
Titans NFL draft. What do you mean?
Are you a Titans fan?
I am. Who'd they pick up, man? Let me know. Let me hear it.
The draft isn't for another couple weeks.
The only thing I got on my sports thing right now is, again, I'm also from right outside of DC. Alexander Ovechkin's caps. He hit 895, broke Wayne Gretzky's record this week. If y'all didn't see that.
Yep.
895 goals, man.
Remember when it was Ovechkin versus Sid the Kid of who was going to be better?
Ovechkin, easy. That's my boy, man. Ovechkin is the greatest fucking hockey player we've ever had. I'm sorry for all the old heads like, no, Wayne, we just proved that by beating his fucking record. Ovechkin is a fucking phenomenon.
I remember they were saying Super Mario was going to be the greatest ever. He's going to beat Gretzky and all that shit. I remember that. I remember Gretzky got, beat whoever the guy was before him. I'm that old.
So video game movies, when you brought up Super Mario, it had me thinking about Minecraft. Do these movies, because they're about to bring out Link, Zelda 2, do they have sequel potential? Because Hollywood's only about fucking sequels, right? Is there a sequel for Super Mario? There isn't.
Yeah, they're making it.
But think about it, though. Like,
are you talking about the first one? No.
The reason the first one did so good is because everybody knows, well, you got Super Mario and you got the Princess Peach and you got the bad guy Bowser. All right, well, Bowser's gone. Who's the second bad guy?
But they were ready to do a Nintendo verse.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what I mean? The reason
Universal screwed that up.
You knew who the characters were. Who could be the second villain to where the audience could relate as big as Bowser? It has to be Bowser again, right?
Who's the villain in Super Mario Brothers 2? The game.
I would assume they're going to go with like a big name, like a Wario or Dr. Mario.
It's like the Dream Guy or something. I forgot.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You can have Bowser's kids. You can have Booster. You can have Smithy.
I guess my question is, are they one and dones? Do these movies come out and just fucking Minecraft can't be a part 2, right?
Yeah,
there's no fucking story there. There's no fucking story there.
There wasn't a story.
There's no story in the first one.
But I mean, we know what it's going to be now. If you try to duplicate that again, what they're going to do in Hollywood, let's say it costs $50 million to make this, they made $400 million off it. What's going to happen is they're going to spend double that because it's a sequel, make $100 million, and they're going to put less effort into it, and people aren't going to care because they've already seen what they know is shit, and it's going to make
half. Get their viral moments. That's all that matters, man. Obviously, plot does not matter. The audience just wants their memes. They want their TikToks.
I would look onto Zelda and I'd look at all these games for like, unless they have like they already got part 2s to them, like Last of Us, where the story continues to build. You know what I mean? I would make one of these movies and leave them at that. And I would be like, let's make Mario 2. Let's make Minecraft 2. Elden Ring. I've been saying just like Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. That could be a good 3-part film if done right. They can put it into 3 different parts, but some of these I don't see being sequels.
I trust Nolan. Odyssey is one of my favorite stories, but I mean, some of the casting, man.
The Iliad is so much better, though.
He's doing that. He's doing the Iliad. He's starting with the Iliad, and that's going to be like I think he's going to. I think it's actually going to be the Odyssey is the first one, but like we were talking about flashbacks, John, he's gonna
Homer was such a freaking loser. I mean, come
he's
on.
gonna talk
He
about the
works-
Iliad and I think over the course of the films, he's gonna refer to the Iliad in flashbacks. Yeah, man, Christopher Nolan's a shit.
I want to see
Hollywood-
Zack Snyder do the Fountainhead. I've been waiting for that forever. He kept on saying like, "I'm gonna make it the Fountainhead." He never did. I'm
I hope he
waiting.
comes back to Hollywood. He needs to come back to Hollywood. He had a tragedy in his family, man, and it sucked that the film studio tried to make him force him to do Justice League under such horrible conditions after that happened.
No, they wanted to get rid of him at the time.
They wanted to get rid of him, and they used that as a fucking horrible tragedy, family tragedy. I hope he gets right and comes back because I will fight to this day, still, in my opinion, made one of the, if not the number one best fucking comic book intros, which was Watchmen. If you turn Watchmen on for the first 10 minutes, you'll be like, holy shit, that was great. Replay. Still to this day, one of the best fucking intros I'll go to bat for.
What about Batman animated series intro? Love that one.
Well, that's just like that's the title song. I'm talking about like that's good, but no. It's really Watchmen's adult as fuck. It's like 10 minutes long and it's two different songs.
The Watchmen is an awesome movie, man.
Yeah,
but
man.
you got to watch the extended cut.
And,
Yeah.
and it's such a great TV show too.
I didn't watch a TV show. I didn't check that one out.
Block that dude.
I didn't watch it. I didn't like the way that, I didn't watch it, but I'm willing to get everything open, a chance, but
dude, the first episode when it shows you all the race baiting and then Don Johnson getting hung. Nah.
It was terrible. It was so bad.
Well, with Penguin, I didn't watch Penguin either, but from what everybody said, DC might have learned their lesson for the DC type TV shows.
DC never going to learn anything. They never.
I heard Penguin was pretty good. I didn't see it, but everybody told me Penguin was a better jump in a direction for TV shows than.
But Penguin was fucking awesome, by the way.
Syfaxx.
All you guys jerking off to fucking Snyder. I'm sorry. I don't want to say you go fuck yourselves, but Jesus Christ, he is not that good.
T needs a link.
He's good.
T need that link, bro.
T the link to his X account.
Why don't you send T a link instead of hating on Zack Snyder?
Dude, T, on your X account, I've sent it to you. I'm sending it to you.
We wouldn't have the greatest Superman in the world if it wasn't for Zack Snyder. Remember that.
Like, I know you don't like to say sent a link, but like, look, I'm sending it again. You've been linked up with all the homies, dude. Like you're linked.
The greatest Superman in the world.
I'm sending it again.
Christopher Lee, love you, man. But I mean, come on,
Dude, no. Snyder's good at doing other people's shit. He can't do his own shit for a worth a damn. Like,
what does Zack Snyder have to do with Nicolas Cage?
Who said anything about that? Like,
Nicolas
Cage was going to be Superman if people didn't know.
He was Superman in the Flash.
Well, he was CGI'd, but
wait.
He started it. He filmed it. He did.
Tim Burton got special guest. We got a new special guest, and T. What's up, brother? From the car. What's up, brother?
Nice car.
What up, bro?
Dude, he has a fucking. It's like a sunroof, but it's actually sunroof, moonroof. What is that? Like good shit, man.
It's a Range Rover.
He paid extra for something he's never going to use in California.
Never catch me in a Range Rover ever. That's a horrible car.
Dude, horrible. That's a fucking rental, and you know it. Like
it is. It is a rental. There you go.
I nailed it. Nailed it
on the first try, dude. Dang.
The only reason I know that is because you told me that your car's in the shop. Like your extra one's in the shop.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, I'm about to do the same thing when I go to Vegas. I'm renting it ended up being like a truck for like that. The cheapest thing was like a fucking truck, and technically like my main car. I'm not gonna lie, it's a Camaro. It's a very nice Camaro, but I was like, dude, am I gonna bring this to Vegas? And I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I don't want to put 1,000 extra miles on it. So fuck it.
T, you look great tonight. You look like Theo Huxtable, like on vacation.
You
Look,
know,
look, look. As much shit as like I can talk about T and other people can talk about T. The one thing I cannot talk shit about T is he look,
His
and
food looks good.
this is gonna be an odd compliment. You look good, brother. You
You
always look
do. He
good,
looks
man.
great.
You look solid all the
Happy.
time.
Had them
You
push-ups
look
coming,
like
bro.
you look like what you're worth, man. Like you handle it. I'll give you that. I'm giving you a random compliment from a random dude. Don't leave the stream because it's like
appreciate
this is too gay. Like
You're the man now,
don't do
dog.
it.
No, no, no. I don't feel a pause. I didn't feel a pause there, but I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Did I say
there's
that,
no
Bill?
problem. It's like, hey brother, you like what you're rocking? You're doing good, man. Good,
Jack,
good.
I would like to
I
solve the
tried
puzzle.
to. I thought you were gonna have this later, man. That's I would have joined. I thought you were gonna do it like about 8. I was like, oh man, I gotta head out,
Well,
man.
I
I'm going
was
to the
originally gonna
IE.
do it at
So I'm like,
7 at my time, and then there's a
We're gonna
couple of
stay
people
on
that
till
hit me back who was like, oh, okay, like that's a little late, and I was like, well, I was like, fuck it, I'll do it a little earlier, and then also it could piggyback off of like some other stuff it could piggyback off like FNT or some shit, but whatever. Like, hey
yeah,
man,
yeah,
if
yeah.
I get 10 to 20 people that are watching, to me that's a win. That's a huge win. So
That's a
like,
win.
I'm just
Win.
like,
If you get
that's
one
great,
person to watch, it's a win.
dude.
It's a win.
One people even watching some of my videos, I'm just like, dude, somebody watched what I put out there. That's fucking crazy. If I get more than that, I'm like, this is insane. And then afterwards, I'm like to the moon. Let alone when I'm doing these live streams and people are like, right now I got 16 people. 16. That's it. That sounds low to probably like, I don't know, some huge streamers out there. To me, I'm like, that's the fucking world, man. I got
Oh
the
yeah,
world watching me. I got the world watching me. And
and we love
probably
it, man.
five of the
Thanks for hanging
people,
out.
Hell,
like probably 4 to 5 of these people are part of that. And I'm like, dude, I'm all about it, dude. Bring it on.
And
Let's
by the
go. Let's continue talking. Let's bring on whatever the topics are. Let's fucking go. So
earlier we
T,
speak Spanish.
since you're what was that?
I said earlier we found out Syfaxx speaks Spanish.
I understand Spanish. I speak it very terribly, but
Well, yeah, he
but
lives in LA. Where if you're from LA, you're pretty much a white guy. You're gonna know some Spanish. Pretty easy.
well, I learned a lot of I learned a lot of Spanish through work. Literally, like, and as much as people joke about it and like the media or whatever, it's like, oh, you're going to be around a lot of Hispanic people, blah blah blah, and while you're doing construction work, and it's for me, it was actually very true. But they were super fucking cool. Literally,
Fuck
one of the
yeah.
guys, one of the guys that I learned like a lot of stuff through, like him and his wife, like his wife was like the head, what's it called she was like the head person at I'm trying to think of the wording for it.
HNIC.
No. She worked for Jim Carrey. So she was like the head housemaid. She was like the head housemaid. She was like the person who like ruled over all the housemaids. And then every single year, like since she worked there, like he would send her, like she would send her and her husband, who was my boss, like kind of my boss at the time, an actual limo to their house, and it would be like, here's a limo, we're going to pick you up, and he would pay for their flight from there to Vegas to go and pay for all their hotel and all their fees. Like it was all paid for. It was like, this is your vacation, boom, I got you. And then on top of that, here's $5,000 to do whatever you fucking want with. And he did that like basically every year, and I worked there for like 3 years. And there was always that one week that all of a sudden he was gone. And I was like, oh, where'd he go? And he'd be like, I went on my Vegas trip. And it was like, oh, shit. Like, it was odd. I was like, so that made me really like Jim Carrey, as much as people don't like Jim Carrey. But I personally know his head made like of his whole estate and everything. and her husband of that, and he was the person who taught me how to like do tile work and stuff for pool work, and he was great. But
I
it was
I
crazy. It was crazy. Like yeah.
I
Jim,
taught I taught one of my fellow cellies back in prison there. He was a paisa. I taught him English, and he actually learned a lot of English. We hung out after prison. We hung out until he got picked up by the feds again. I think he found out I was like maybe an informant or something, but I'm not really. Sorry.
Jim retired to raise his
You
grandson.
found out you're an informant, but you're like, I'm not. But also,
I know I was a DEA informant,
it's
but I'm
hard.
not anymore.
It's hard to do
Not
the
for him.
blink behind, but it's hard to do like the wink behind eyeglasses. But I get it, man. It's all good.
No, I didn't inform on him, but I was a DEA informant at one time. I'm just
Okay, so just to be fair to everybody in the chat, we have a snitch on stream. Like,
I didn't snitch out anybody, though.
Hey T, I see you're on mute. If you can answer, you got any? What's on the menu for tonight, man? What's good? What you got on the menu for the food?
For the food,
Yeah, man.
I'm not cooking tonight, man. Maybe if I get back home, like about 2:00 in the morning, probably or later, I might get up and cook, man. Maybe some breakfast or something. But I this might be an
dude,
overnight trip.
where you at? How is it
Stream's
so
been off
fucking
easy,
how
bro?
is it so
Shout out. They've been
clear
nice.
out there? Like, it's dark as fuck where I'm at. I'm in Chatsworth. Like, I'm in LA, like area. Where the fuck are you? Is that just the lighting on your car? Or, like, what is
Well,
that?
I'm headed east, and
Yeah. He's running
west
away
is at
from
my
That's
back.
what I figure, but at the same time, it's 7:00. East is still probably fucking dark. Like, actually, it should be darker. Like,
You see it, but you see it because you see it's coming. It's coming. I can see it in front of me. It's coming, but yeah, you know how it is. But
well,
tonight, man, I don't know, man. I'm gonna
do
hang.
we know how it is because it's like I don't know a global thing, or is it because it's flat?
Oh, it's not it's flat. It's super flat, dude. I don't. Y'all can hate it all you want, man, but it's super flat.
Are you heading to
Super
Vegas
duper
with
flat.
MT? Are you going out to Vegas with them this weekend?
Yeah. Not this weekend, but on next week for sure.
Oh,
I'll
it's
be out
next
there
week
one
you're
day,
going?
man.
I thought it was
So
this weekend we were going.
T, I'm gonna hit you up about that because the person I knew that would probably get you in earlier than I would be able to get into, like
It's not going.
no, he was like he's not sure that he's going or not, and but at the same time, I have a feeling I can still do it. Like I have a feeling I can still do it. If anything, show up, and because the reaction to you being there, like I think you'll be able to get in.
We can
Like,
still,
well, earlier than sitting in the line, because I know I'll be able to cut the line. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like,
T, are you on the 15 right now?
I'm not on the 15.
Oh, okay. You're still in LA then.
The Californians. I take the 15 to the 1 to the.
It's funny. I didn't even notice. I do that. I always call it the 5, the 15, the 205, the 405.
You go to the
101
to the
405. You're on the 15, T? I don't take the 15, bro.
Because we used to call it like the San Diego, the Santa Monica.
The
whatever,
15 goes north and south.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on the East Coast. I have no idea. I just know that's a hilarious sketch.
What's funny about that is like in California, we say the in front of every
the Imperial, whatever. You say all that stuff.
Yeah, we say the 405, the 5, or what. But if you go to other states, people just say, "Hey, we're gonna take we're just gonna take 405 to the 5 or whatever." Like however they do in other states, they don't put the in front of it.
It's true.
Like take the 405 or
I'm taking Interstate 85.
I'm saying it naturally because that's what I'm saying.
Because I always saw the Californians and I thought that's just stupid.
85, not the interstate. I'm taking Interstate 85.
It's like, hey, you got to go on 35, or hey, you got to get on 10.
It doesn't sound right.
Taking 40.
Exactly.
I'm taking D40. All right, I've never heard anybody say, I'm going to take the 40. The 40.
Like take 10 to the like take 10 to the 215 to whatever. Even saying 2 in front of that sound. I know what other people are saying, but for me, it's like I naturally have to say like, oh no, you take the 5 to the 210 to the 118, bam. That sounds different to, let's say, Midwesterners and or East Coasters. Like they don't do that.
So the skit, the Californians, I was going, I don't even get why this is funny. I'm like watching going,
oh no, it's not a funny thing.
Because they think it's funny when we do the 5, the 101. It's like that's just how we talk.
It's just a legit thing. Like people actually get confused by that, or even the way that we talk out here in California. Like when I've gone to other places, just the way that I talk in general. I would like to say,
are they all 4-lane? Are they all 4-lane roads, like 4-lane interstates? Or are they 2 lanes?
No.
Like the 5 is like different. 30 lanes.
Dude, the 5 is like 6 lanes. Yeah, 5 is like 6 lanes.
Near Disneyland, it's a lot more than that. It's like 12 lanes.
No, well, you're thinking about East Coast. 5 out here in fucking LA.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like near Anaheim, near Disneyland. It's like
5
12
from
lanes.
the 118 into the 5 is about 6 lanes.
Well, yeah, no, we're talking about past Norwalk. You go past there, you go into Orange County, get past Santa Fe Springs. You're going to have it near Disneyland. It's going to be humongous. It always is.
Oh, well, you're thinking about like the 710 at that.
No, I'm talking about the 5.
No, you think you are, but at the same time, it revolves into.
This is a sketch right here. Y'all are like, no.
No. He's right. He's right.
Look, here's the skit right here. Hold on.
He's right, but at the same time, like it's still
the Californians.
It's not the same thing. It's nothing like going from where I'm at. I'm off the 118 and I go to the 5, and that's like a 6-lane highway chain.
Well, yeah,
no, bro. Listen,
in the valley, it's 6 lanes
to the 3rd, right? And then the 4th to the.
Hey,
it's like
real quick.
It's 6 lanes all the way to the Grapevine, man.
I just want to say that we were on Rockefeller Plaza's channel earlier today, so y'all be sure to sub Rockefeller Plaza 2.
I got to do that actually.
This channel started,
and we the North was like, remember the Californians. It's like that. It's literally like that. You know, like when you have to talk to some of your friends sometimes. It's like, dude, hey brother, you got to get off on like the 405. You got to get off on La Cienega, and then you make a left on, on Veno, and then like you go from there until you go all the way up to Sepulveda, and then when you get to Sepulveda, and all these directions I'm saying are wrong.
Man, you do live in the valley.
These are real streets, but yeah, but I'm saying them all in the wrong direction. But that's exactly how it goes down. Like when you try to tell people what's going on, it's 100% that. Like,
yeah, it's fun. I miss LA a lot.
Shout out to my boy Jeff A in the chat.
Hey man, you're bringing a bunch of static behind you, man. Meet yourself unless you're gonna say something. Thank you, sir.
Shout out to Jeff A.
Jeff A, what up?
He's out there driving, like looking for what we think he's looking for. Like,
he's trying to find him.
He's back. He's just trying to get some service. That's all.
Looking for a Jennifer Tilly.
T, what's your? Give me a Bella Ramsey rating.
I think I gave her a 7 before.
Hey yo, what?
Jesus Christ! What? What?
And you gave City. What's City Sweeney again?
Okay.
And he gave City Sweeney.
Hold on. There's no fucking way. I don't think he knows what he's talking about. Like
Bella Ramsey.
There's no fucking way.
Like a 1.5.
T gave Bella Ramsey a 7 and gave City Sweeney a 6.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a negative. I'm saying -7.
I was gonna say
okay, you redeemed yourself.
Bella Ramsey would like hit in the negatives. Like, what are you talking about? Jesus Christ!
Hey,
that's a -7.
Low key, she looks like Aaron Fleischer. Literally, she looks like Aaron Fleischer a little bit. You ever seen his channel? She looks kind of like him with a wig. Like geez, man, she is a shimp. That's a ship. Man. What is that, man? She looks like hot Southern fried gravel. What is her look, man? But I like that kid. She's a good actress.
She's a good actress. That's what we were talking about earlier. I was like, for what she has to do, she does a good part of like crying sometimes and being mean and trying to be. She's not as good at being sympathetic as the part calls for, but she's a good actress.
She's very convincing. She's convincing. I will give her that. Like,
Hey,
she's
T,
an annoying character.
T, can I get a rating for the girl who played Meadow Soprano on The Sopranos?
Hey, shoot
Brown
me
hair?
shoot
Is
me
that
shoot me a link. Shoot me a link. I'll pull that up for him.
That was Soprano's
daughter, right? Soprano's daughter? Oh.
Yeah.
Soprano's daughter and Sopranos,
Well, no.
T.
I mean,
They're really prissy
come
chicks.
on.
They put some crazy clothes over top of her, but I think she's very voluptuous, fleshy. But I think they cover her up in the show because she tries to dress proper. I think she looks a lot better than they present her in that show. So if you get a good picture of her, you might be like, "Oh, that's her shit."
No, I thought she got some kind of disease, man. She got something. I'm sorry, not disease, an ailment. She has some type of ailment, man. That's like real. Like, ooh, she's.
I don't
You know.
know. I might, maybe. I don't know. You know me. I don't discriminate, too. An ailment sounds like a trophy to accomplish to me. No, I don't know if she does, but not. But but
Who else, man? Give me somebody else, man. Give me somebody else to rate.
Come on, chat. Hey, T's out here. He's hot right now. Hot Mike. He's on the road. Give him somebody to rate, man.
How about the girl from White Lotus season 3 with like the chompers, and she goes out of her way to actually say it. Like,
I don't know who that is.
Have you not seen that? Oh,
T needs to. He's like my era. Hey T, how about Justine Bateman?
Justine Bateman, a young Justine Bateman. We talking about 1985. Family Ties.
Yeah,
for sure. She was a solid 9.
Yeah, I agree.
Solid.
She was hot.
She was super hot. Now
what about the other sister on Family Ties?
No, man. She's right there. She's neck and neck. Tina, she's right there. She's neck and neck with Bella. She's got dad genes.
Here's somebody I've been like kind of contemplating myself, T, and you're gonna have to think about this. Don't rush it because the new Lois from Superman,
man, the surgeon did a really good job, man. She got some good surgery, dude.
No, she's mid, bro. She's like a 4.5.
Dude, her eyes are in different area. Her eyes are in different area codes all the time. Shut the fuck up with that.
That's nothing but a fixer upper. She could qualify for that.
You're gonna fix left and right. Like, get out of here.
You can fix. That's a fixer upper, man. She's gonna.
That's a fixer upper.
You seen Lizzo fixer upper? You seen the Lizzo fixer upper, T? You seen Lizzo?
Lizzo. That's hey man, you don't go in the scrapyard to get that, man. But I'm just saying,
she lost crazy weight and got crazy shape. T, I want you to get. I want you to take a picture. I want you to get an updated picture of Lizzo whenever you get a chance and look at her. Do you
hear what you're saying? Do you hear what you're saying?
I just want you to compliment where compliments deserve, and I want you to be
she
like,
don't have no compliments. She don't have no compliments. It's like a man. She looks like, you know how you go to the store in California, we got to get plastic bags. You just throw everything in it, and the bag just expands. She's like a hefty bag. Get her out of here, man. No, absolutely not.
Hey T, you ever see the Facts of Life?
Always.
Dude,
Ray Blair from the Facts of Life.
T likes to play Connect 4, but what he really likes to do is he likes to connect to a 4. Okay, like, let's just get that out of the way.
Here we go. So here's the thing. So for all of y'all that can't pick up what I'm dropping, I play Connect 4 so I can plug my 10. You know, so that's what y'all do. That's why you play Connect 4.
You're not doing it. You're not doing it. No, just because they wear size 1s doesn't mean they look like it.
Oh my gosh! Listen, it really.
Dude, you don't get a lie to kick it, man, and you seem like somebody who wants to lie to kick it all the time, man.
Why would I lie to kick it? Why would I lie to kick it? That's what you're using.
That's what we're questioning. You're
questioning that. You're questioning that because you can't believe there's a
No.
guy that's actually doing that. Y'all
Hey,
can't. What
Syfaxx,
for?
I
What?
sent you a picture.
Yeah,
On
man.
what?
I don't know.
I sent you a picture on X, Syfaxx.
T, remember Star Trek?
Yes.
Nurse Chapel.
I never really thought. No, Nurse Chapel had a nice body, but that face, man, was. Ugh, oh
What
my
about
God, it was awful.
what about the new actress playing Nurse Chapel? And
She's got a good look. She's got a real good look. She kind of looks like the girl who played the who played Medusa on the.
Oh my God.
I forgot that thing, man. The
That's
damn
the
Marvels.
that's the Soprano chick, right? This is a Sopranos chick, right?
She's
Yes,
nice,
sir.
dude. That's nice. That's nice.
Man,
That's a
hey,
wig.
man, is that what you
I
had
stand by
over
my
last
word.
night? I guarantee it's not. But
I
okay.
think that's a current picture of her at 43 years old.
I told
Is
y'all she
that
was
what I
nice.
had?
No. We already know what you had. It's like crinkle fries and a fucking glorified milkshake. It's fine.
Oh wow.
oh, the orange shake
I'm
is good.
Let's see.
42. I'm
Hey,
gonna be
let's.
43
I
next
want to
year.
see yours. Where are your women?
Dude,
Where they at?
that's the difference.
Oh,
Is
hey,
I
I'll
don't go
Shout
out
show
out
of
you
to
my
my
ex.
way.
all the men out there
I
that
don't
want them an
fucking go.
older
I
woman, a
don't go out of my way.
43-year-old woman like
I
this.
don't go
Let
out
me
of
tell
my
you
way
something.
to
When you give,
tell anybody else what the fuck I'm doing. You go out of your way to tell your shit publicly all the time.
what's wrong with that? What's
I'm
wrong with that?
not. There's no problem with that. But if you want to compare it to somebody else's, then I mean, I guess
I'm
that's
not
fine.
comparing. I'm
Sure.
not comparing. I'm not
You,
in.
well,
I'm not
you
comparing.
literally just did. You're
No,
like, well,
I
what do
just said,
you got
where's
going
your
on?
chicks? I didn't say
T,
that I was going to judge.
What
I
do
said,
you got
where they
going
at?
on?
hey, I went.
Where do you got going on?
T,
Well,
I got my
He
as
ex.
far
always
as you
tripping.
say that, then like I would say, shut the hell up. As
T, the
far
other
as
night
I
we
go.
got on the stream and I saw
I
the
don't
hand picture
actually
like this,
complain
start
about
doing
it,
this.
but
We were all
you
laughing our heads
Everybody's
off.
absolutely
We
talking. I
started
can't
was
hear.
sticking.
I gotta
glorified.
focus on one voice. What?
T, I got my ex-wife. That's me and my ex-wife.
I got an my ex-wife, man. I'm gonna tell y'all for you who have a good woman, don't blow that because I had an awesome fucking ex-wife, a fucking awesome ex-wife, and I blew it. Don't be like me. Don't be 46 and then going to go see this lady and that lady and then all of that stuff, dude. You don't want that at 46. You want to be
Oh,
with somebody, man. Don't blow it.
I had a good one too. I just went to prison, and I understand why she left. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
Cool. I had a good girl too, and then she got stage 4 fucking cancer. Like,
That ain't
you
good.
guys want a downer? Like at 20 years old? Yeah,
Did
I've
she?
had a
That's
fucking
sad.
100%. Yeah.
Now you'll
So
share that.
fuck
You'll
you.
share that, but you won't share your other ladies. I don't understand.
Do you want me to share a picture with her? Like, I mean, she's fucking cute
I
as
gotta
hell.
have some
Like,
old photos here.
but I'm not gonna lie, she's literally gone. Like, even if I wanted to show her in person, she's literally non-existent anymore. It sucks. It fucking sucks. So when I don't know, whatever. I try to stay away from that, but at the same time, look, dude.
It sucks. Tragedy is
Do
horrible
it.
to
Tragedy
have to deal
sucks
with,
and
man.
everything, and it happens to everybody.
Everybody comes
I
across
just
it.
have
Doesn't make
I
it
just
any
had,
easier.
I just had it happen to me when I was fucking young and in love or
It's
whatever.
horrible.
And
Hey, you
it
want to
I
see
was
my?
young.
fucking
I
sucks.
was young,
We
man.
can't imagine. We can't
I
imagine
was.
Syfaxx. It must suck, bro.
It must suck, dude. I was
Oh,
33
it
years
was
old.
fucking terrible.
33
I've
years
had
old.
I've
Lost my
had
kid's
many
mom.
others that were just they're fine. Whatever. Everything about it was fine, but dude, there's
I
things
was
about it
33 years
like
old, man. Single father raising 2 kids. My ex-wife died. The mother of my children died of colon cancer, man. She looked like the fucking movie Seven when he was fucking strapped down to the bed. I hadn't seen her in 3 months, and I'm like, what the fuck? We weren't married at the time.
Nigger
But
Dave says, I hear like Syfaxx like Big Shirley's. The
We hear you,
only
dude.
reason I don't show the pictures of me and her is because out of respect, you know what I mean. But I'll say like
who's asking? I'm not
I'm
asking for
like
that.
you're
Who's
not
asking for that?
the chat.
The
You're not
chat. Cut it out,
chat it.
chat. Cut it out.
Hey, you want to see my Russian girlfriend from way back in
Look,
the day?
Sorry to hear that
Yeah,
about
man.
you too, T. I think you're getting cut off before you
I'm
finish.
good
Sorry to hear
200
that.
to 220 at the time. Like I'm roughly around there. I can't remember how. It's been a minute, but I have pictures with this specific.
You ever seen the movie Blow? With Robert, not Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Fucking Johnny Depp.
It's
Yep.
disrespectful for me to show her.
You ever seen? Yeah, don't do. You ain't got to. Syfaxx, you ever seen the movie Blow with Johnny Depp? Blow, where he's like a cocaine dealer and he meets Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Like, well, before he becomes a cocaine dealer, he's like a weed dealer in California, and he meets this fucking really cool chick. Is like the yin to his yang, and he's like, "Life's great. I'm making not only free weed, but enough money to pay rent for me and my girlfriend. Everything's good." And like one day he's like, "Look, I gotta go meet Pablo Escobar. You come in?" She's like, "I can't go." He's like, "What do you mean? I need you to come with me because you're my." He's like, "She's like, I can't go. I don't have much time left," and it's fucking horrible. She's like, I guess she has brain cancer or something like that. It's sad to see like life sucks, man. When everything could be going fucking great, you could have a fucking awesome ride, and one thing can fucking heel turn it. Like we were talking earlier in the episode, man. You never know what's going to be to flip your life upside down and change it. But
I like his line. His line in the movie where he's like, "I went in as a little pot dealer into federal prison and as a pot dealer. I came out. I was like connected with all these cocaine dealers and stuff. I full-blown drug lord.
Cocaine look,
and that's exactly what happens in federal prison. You get all these connections to all these people you never knew, so you have an even bigger drug thing going on.
But really, what happened is he didn't process his grief from what happened. You know what I mean? He should have realized what happened to his girlfriend and not have been like, you know what? I'm just going to overlook that and just start being a cocaine dealer and put it behind me and nothing happened and move on. And
I don't care about the story. I'm just talking about federal prison.
Yeah, but I'm just getting what we're talking about. Him not processing what happened to everybody in the world, a normal human thing, is what got him in the situation that, federal prison, everybody sucks, man. When it goes to
what got him in federal prison is the feds looking for easy marks. That's what got him into federal prison. They look for easy marks because they don't want to go after the big boys because they know they can afford attorneys. That's why they go after small guys.
Well, look, as much as I want to hear about all of your incarcerations from all of you guys, that could be reserved for another stream, and then I can also throw mine in there as well too. But
incarceration stream, all right.
We'll do an incarceration stream. It'll be
I could talk about
hilariously brutal. But we're just coming up about 2 hours, so let me go ahead and do outros for people like the fake star that likes to watch, which is also John Cucksack.
Hey guys, you could follow me on Felon Attorney on X. I am trying to set my studio. I'm trying to figure it all out, and I'm going to start having my own show and everything. And Syfaxx going to be my permanent guest host. So just NT too, and then Rockefeller. Why not? I'm just gonna have all you guys on my show.
Invite. I'll be there. Let's go. Also, we got Quentin Edwards, the first, or I'm assuming that's the first.
Yes,
Quentin Edwards the first, who has been nothing but an adamant supporter and I don't know. He's probably actually helped me with a lot of stuff overall. Between what I should be doing and what I should be doing even better. But he's been a great supporter. So we have Quentin Edwards, and you've seen him in chats, you've seen him in other things. What's up, Quentin? What do you got going on, if anything?
I'm still bullshitting. Not got no mic, got no cam, so I don't really have anything to advertise besides make sure y'all sub to Syfaxx, Rockefeller, Mr. Cucksack there, and if you can, go ahead and donate to their Cash App so they can continue making streams.
Send me money. I'm going to Vegas. Like, if you send me money through the Cash App thing, and then you specify what you want me to put the money on, I will literally record it. It'll be like $5.05, whatever the fuck you want, It'll be like, bam. $5.05.
It wouldn't let me post my Blue Sky account.
I will give you, for one, I'll give you your $5 back, but on top of that, I'm definitely keeping whatever the fuck I went on that. I'm not gonna lie about that at all. I'll be like, oh, no, this is mine.
So thanks, Syfaxx. Y'all take it easy, man.
Take it easy, Quentin.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then we have Rockefeller Plaza. What's up, brother? Like, I was just on his stream earlier. He did, I believe, his second stream, and I was on there, and he did a good stream earlier. And he's been a recurring guest, also the same as I want to say John Cucksack up top there. And like, so I have multiple recurring awesome guests, but Rockefeller actually like has a channel going and everything. When John gets one actually going, I will promote that. I have no problem with that. And yeah, dude, like this guy's just been killing it. Like he literally is like double my subscribers, and he's like killing it.
Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Go to my Twitter. I do Twitter, Discord. It's Rockefeller Plaza. I do mostly gaming on that gaming channel Monday through Friday. I do something called Bonfires and Coffee where I play Souls-like games and I smoke chronic and I drink coffee and I play and I fuck around for like 2 hours every morning, 8:30 to 10:30 Eastern
Hey,
Standard Time.
Rockefeller, when are you doing a show? Are you doing it this, tomorrow?
But tomorrow morning, I actually started another channel, Rockefeller Plaza 2, which is the same my profile, but it's just black and white, where I do more of this stuff. I'm gonna start talking movies and games and John,
as long as it's before evening, because Passover starts tomorrow. So
absolutely. So I'm gonna try to do it at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time because
look at this fucking June. No, I'm kidding.
Y'all make sure you send me something on either Discord or Twitter, and I'd love to have everybody. And I see you out there. I'd love to have you join me sometimes. Anybody that's out there, we'd love to have your fucking awesome sarcasm and humor.
Look, check it out. Overall, these people are good people to follow, and we're obviously building a new. I would like to say a new community, but it's just building on top of the community that's already there, which is a certain type of community. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Whatever. And
I do.
The people that are around it are awesome. They're great. And if you're following us, I appreciate it. And if you follow everyone else around it, even better, because you're just gonna get nothing but I don't know facts, like Syfaxx. You know what I mean? Like
a lot of scissoring.
There you go. Like all the scissoring, There's gonna be glory hole gobbling. Like it's gonna be amazing.
We won't be involved in the scissoring. We're just gonna talk about it.
Rockefeller's is down there like a fucking newborn fucking bird, and he's just like like it's happening. It's happening.
Gargle.
But God damn. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and it's always lovely to see everybody. Peace out. I'm Syfaxx. There's also John Cucksack and Rockefeller Plaza. Go check out their streams and their profiles. Peace out. I love you all, man. Let's go.
Love you guys.